I grew up in a large Catholic family. I'm the third oldest of 9, and we had such a joyful, beautiful family life. Not perfect by any means, but very joyful. And growing up, I didn't really know religious sisters. I didn't know religious life. It seemed to me like it was a thing of the past, like not really a part of the church anymore. So I always presumed that I would get married and have a lot of children. And I even wanted to have more children than my parents. Just if my family life was so joyful growing up, then I was going to have an even more joyful family life to provide for my children. When I graduated from high school, from an all-girls high school, and I was most likely to be the first one married and have the most children. And that seemed like a perfect plan to me. So I went to college and started studying communications and media production. And it was great. I loved it. I had a lot of friends. I started dating someone pretty seriously, and just everything that I wanted was happening. And life was very fun. But there was an emptiness inside. There was still something missing. It was like I had everything that I wanted, but there was still a happiness that was really lacking in my life, and something was missing. My older sister could see this, and she invited me to go on a retreat with the School Sisters of Christ the King. And I had never met the sisters before, but thought that sounded like a great plan. I need a retreat right now. So I came on retreat, and when I walked in the doors, I guess I expected to see a whole bunch of old ladies, but I saw a lot of sisters of all ages, and some of them were even my age and just starting religious life. And that really impacted me, that to see these women giving their life completely to Christ. And so it was a beautiful witness from them. And during that weekend of retreat, I was in nocturnal adoration, so adoration in the middle of the night, and just alone with Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament. And I don't even really remember what question I was asking him, but I do remember his response. And he just said, "I desire you to be my bride." And that hit me so deeply. It was so gentle and so peaceful. And just so much love was behind that. Like Jesus sharing with me the desire of his heart for me. And I realized that all of my life I had been doing, like making all of my own plans, but I had never really asked him what his desire was for my life and what his plan was for my life. But he was telling me, my desire is to have you all for myself. And that just filled me with so much joy. And at the same time, I felt so unworthy, but so attracted to Jesus and to this invitation, that it really was an invitation. And so over the next year and a half, I just allowed the Lord to just lead me step by step, and he really did. Just in his mercy and in his love, just took me the very next step, all the way towards entrance. I started meeting with the Vocation directress regularly, and just stayed close to the community, visiting often, and got to know them better. And also during that time, really, I guess, amplified my prayer life and really got to know Jesus better through Mass more frequently during the week, and prayer every day, reading the Bible more often, doing some spiritual reading, and all of that just got to know Jesus better. And so I entered 15 years ago, and it truly has been, this calling has been one of the greatest gifts of my whole life, and it's such a joy.